happy. These last 2 months have been a lot of fun because again, we've got to spend a lot of time in these woods. I spent a lot of time in the woods when I lived here, so that's part of the reason why we've done a lot of workouts here. The other reason is because of the shade, because this is a super shady place. And then another reason is because my buddy Landon, he loves running here. So we were kind of like, you know what? This is a good thing to do. And we're here at the park right now. Karen had a great idea. We're going to take a look around the park a little bit as we're getting started. And as we're doing that, we can also kind of do the breathing motto. So, how about I'll do the breathing motto? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just stand up where I am and I'm going to spin around in a circle while doing the breathing motto. So, let's get ready for this,
Hey,
everybody. Have a sip of water.
cool.
Are
Yeah,
you
like
ready? Okay. I like it. All right, everybody. We got the iPod Touch coming in the house. And have that sip of water, everybody, if you need it. Let's get ready. We're going to flip our camera. So I'm going to turn the camera this way. And ooh, I like this. We got some sign language coming up. And you know what? And I'm going to hold it like this. I'm going to put it on my little camera holder in just a second. But all right, everybody. So here we go. In five, four, three, two, one. Breathe in the good. Breathe out the bad. Breathe in the happy. Breathe out the sad. Breathe in your best. Breathe out the worst. Breathe in your power so you reach your goals first. And that's almost all the way around. Look at that, everybody. I was doing the circle around the park. I almost made it to the exact same point, and that was my goal. And so again, remember, we all have goals. Sorry about the phone flipping around. It's going to do it one more time, everybody. But you know, that's what happens when we're doing our workouts in the park. So get ready for one more flip. Here we go. Whoa. All right, there we go. Now we're all set. This is a good position. And again, we're at a picnic table. We're at the park and let's get started like this. And I'm actually going to move maybe even back to that other picnic table that's right behind us, even for a few exercises. So let's get this kind of set up in a good way. Because remember, oh, come on, don't be too dark. Remember, we want to get started with just our head and neck and shoulders anyway. Let's see. I wish there was a way to like focus. Come on, Zoom. You got to think of this. There, we'll see. There we go. If I lean back just a little bit, that was the trick. There's always a trick to the camera, everyone. Remember, if it's not picking up things, the aperture and the exposure, there's a lot of little settings to those lenses, and it can really be affected by how far close you are. Okay, everybody, let's get started. You saw around where I was, and oh, look at this! I got double California going. I have my San Diego Padres hat on, plus a California T-shirt. That's kind of neat. But the reason I have my Padres hat on is because I just picked this one up. I got it because of tomorrow. I'm excited. I'm going to a Padres game with my buddy Jake. We call him 100 Wave Jake at Waves for All because when Jake comes out and surfs with us, he literally is catching like 100 waves every time he comes surfing. He always wants to go to Padres games, and I like going to a game with him. So we're going to do it, and it's going to be this Sunday. So I'm looking, or Saturday. So tomorrow, looking forward to that. All right, everybody, let's get ready. Let's pretend maybe we're at a Padres game and we are watching. Yeah, go Padres. We're watching the ball move around. So let's think about if we were going to first base, we might be moving our head over here this way, right? If we were going to second base, what that might be going out with the giraffe neck, like we're reaching out towards second base. If we were going to third base, we might go over to this direction, right? And if we were a catcher and we're looking down, we'd look right down at home plate. But what if there was a pop fly and then you're looking up at the sky? And then you could even, if you want, you could pretend you're catching the pop fly. All right, so let's go it again. Let's go first base, second base. That's the giraffe neck. Third base, home plate, pop fly, and back into the middle. Let's go ahead and do it again. Oh, I love this. Oh, okay, Sam. Oh, Roxy's going to the vet. I hope Roxy's going to be okay. All right, here we go. Get ready. Let's do it again. Let's go. First base, second base. You got to reach out over the pitcher's mound. Third base, over to the left side. Home plate, pop fly, and back into the middle. Let's go one more time doing the baseball themed head and neck movement. First base, over to the right side. Second base is reaching out with that giraffe neck. Third base is going over towards the left side, looking down at home plate. And oh, there is a pop fly. Nice. I like that. That was fun. We got to get a little bit of Padres theme action right off the bat. And again, getting psyched up for the Padres game. You know, I bet the Padres, they do a lot of warm ups and they do a lot of stretching and things like that before a game, even after a game, and probably even on the days when they don't have a game. Oh, in Penasquitos, it's a little bit hot out there. You're right. And that's a correct statement from Sam right there. And the reason it's hot, and that's also that's the reason I'm here. That's the reason I'm all the way out this way, in a little bit cooler of Carlsbad. So again, everybody, we're getting our head and neck moving around. Let's do our classic 5. Let's do that 2 times, just so we don't forget the turtleneck in the ear lifts. So let's go ahead and do our classic 5 moves, and we're going to go in a sequence. All right, so here we go. We're going to go right side, left side, down and up. Turtleneck, giraffe neck, ear lift, head tilt, head tilt. All right, good job. Let's do it one more time just to get that in. Remember, moving our head and neck around. Here we go, left side, down. This is something you can do every day. Going up, going turtle, going giraffe, ear lift, tilt, and tilt. And remember, those tilts and the ear lift, you're going to feel that difference of your ear lowering down a little bit or your ear lifting up a little bit. I was thinking that, Karen. Oh my gosh. Let's do it right now. All right, everybody. This will get our shoulders going too. I don't know how good it's going to go, but we can try. And so what we're going to do is, I wish we could do it. I wish we could find a way to where we all, did the wave on the screen. We can't do. I know there's not a way to do that right now. I know the way to do it, and it would be difficult. But one day we might come up with that. That might be a cool plan. Everybody, Karen's talking about doing the wave, and so what we're gonna do is let's do a 3, 2, 1 countdown. And when we do a 3, 2, 1 countdown, we're gonna bring our arms up, and then we're just gonna kind of gently let them float down. So your arms kind of float up, and then they float down. And we'll go 3, 2, 1. And I can just picture it now. It'd be so fun. Let's pretend we're at a Padres game and the wave's coming around and you can see it. You can see it in the crowd, right? Has anybody ever seen the wave and all the people? And you're like, oh my gosh, it's coming closer. It's coming closer. And here it comes. It's coming your way. It's coming your way. It's coming your way. And then we go 3, 2, 1, and we go up. And then we bring our hands down. And you can even bring your head up. Let's go 3, 2, 1, up. And then bring our heads down. Let's do 3 more. 3, 2, 1, up. And bring our arms down. Nice job. 3, 2, 1, up. Looking up at the sky for a moment. Bringing our arms down. Looking up at all the people. 3, 2, 1, up. And bring it down. Let's go one more. 3, 2, 1, up. And down. Nice. Again, doing the wave. If that wave's coming around, that's all you have to do to participate in the wave. It is either one arm up in the air, 2 arms up in the air, or bring your head up, go up high with your chin, and then you're going to bring your head back down. So you can do the wave even with just your neck. You know, you can participate in that wave by doing what we just did, which is, again, that head lift and then that chin kind of move. I don't know, everybody. I don't know if I'm going to get to do the wave or not, but I hope I do. Oh my gosh, Chris, Paul, Chris, Kendall, and Philip, they're coming in, everybody. They're banging on the door saying, let us in, everybody. We're sorry we're late. We didn't mean to be late. We wanted to be here. They're like, let us in. And you're in. Nice. Chris, Paul, Chris, Mitchell, Kendall. I think was that everybody? Happy to have you here, everybody. All you missed is breathing motto. And we did a head and neck exercise where we pretended we were kind of doing baseball. So we were first base, second base, third base, home plate, pop fly. And then we did our classic move. And then we did the wave. It was Karen's idea to go up and do the wave. So we did the wave. And now we're kind of working out our shoulders. So let's keep going into our shoulders. Let's get into the trapezius. And with this, let's start with doing very small movements with our trapezius. Can you do that? Look at how small. It's so tiny. Look at that. That's it. Can you do that one right here? We're going to start small and we're going to try to go big. And so starting small, just a little up and down, little up and down. And then let's start going a little bit bigger. So a little more up and down. You can see I'm bringing a little bit. There we go. Up kind of halfway up my neck right there. Doing a little more, a little more. Remember, this is our trapezius. This is our neck. These are muscles that are supporting our shoulders. Here we go, going up a little higher. Let's go up as high as we can now. Bring it up all the way up as high as you can. Bringing them up, and we're going to hold it in 3, and we'll hold for 5. 3, 2, 1. Let's hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax, bringing them down. Nice. Now let's go forwards and backs. Let's do the same thing. Forward and back, just very small, little forward and back. Very small. You can see a forward, back, forward, back, just very small. We're going to go a little bit forward and back, a little bit more. And this one's going to turn into all the way into Carrie's bear hug. So we're going a little bit forward, a little bit back, a little bit more. There you go. Nice. Now we're starting to get those elbows involved. So look at that. My elbows are coming in front of my body. My elbows are going behind. And look at my arms. My arms are almost getting across, but not quite. And then let's go all the way, almost all the way across. We can still go even more. How far can we go? Oh my gosh. We're going to try to go all the way around. If you can, try to get all the way around. You want to spell out Padres? Okay. We'll spell out Padres. 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 Is that what you meant to spell Padres? Or did you mean with using our exercise to spell Padres? Let's go back with the elbows. Let's go 5 more of these. Everybody go. Here we go. 5, 4, woohoo, 3, 2, and 1. All right, Carlos talking about spelling out Padres. First thing I'm going to do is spell out water, W-A-T-R. Let's drink some. Why did I have to think of that, right? Okay, everybody, because what I'm thinking of is that I really wanted to do a few exercises that use the playground. And this is why I'm in this kind of different spot. I came over here to be close to the playground. There's no kids playing right now. And so I'm thinking about, I want to go over here and do a couple things using the playground before any kids show up, and then kind of start using it and get in the way. So I don't know. Let me know what you think. If at any time a bunch of kids show up, I could just come back over here and we could do what we want to do. Let me know what you think about that. If you want to see a couple playground exercises, let's spell out Padres. Let's do it. I like that, Carrot. Let's do it. Here we go. Of course, I got my electrolytes. I got my pink water here. It's kind of has a raspberry flavor. Everybody, we're going to spell Padres, P-A-D-R-E-S. We're going to do it with our arms. And so what we want to think about, let's try to do it this way. Let's see if we can do it like this. We're going to spell Padres. I'm going to have you kind of behind me here. Ooh, this might work. And you can see what I'm doing. So we're going to spell Padres. And I'm going to be imagining, again, that the letter is going to be spelling out like right here in front of you, like a great giant letter P. And so let's go ahead and start off. We're going to do each one twice. So we'll go the first way, we'll go from like down to up and around, and then we'll just reverse it, and bring it down. So that'll be the twice. All right, so here we go. With the letter P, we're going to start with our arms out front, down low. Let's go all the way up as high as we can. So we got our arms up, and then we're going to bring it around to the middle. And then let's go ahead and bring it around to the top, and then bringing it back down. So there's the P. Nice. All right, let's go for the letter A. So starting down here over on one side, we're going to go all the way up into the middle, all the way down onto the other side, back up to the middle, and then across, that little across piece. Okay, let's go across, down, up, and down. Nice job. All right, here we go. Padres. So we got the D. We're going to start down at the bottom again. So my hands are right here all the way down. I'm going all the way up to the top. And then I'm going to do a great big circle, circling all the way around, circling all the way down, back to that starting point. But I got there with an arc of the circle. And then bringing it all the way up again, all the way up with the circle to the top. And then bringing it back down. All right, the letter E. Let's do the capital letter E. So we're going to start down at the bottom on the other side. So you saw I started with the P was here. I think the A started here. The D started here. But now the E, I'm going to start it over here. And we're going to go across the bottom, up just to the middle. Go across the middle, back in here, go up to the top, across the top, back, down, over, back, down, over. That one's a really good one. Doing that letter E, it gets your body kind of getting the core involved, getting a little bit of twisting. And again, the shoulders are holding that isometric hold. They're holding steady. They're getting strong with that, holding the weight of your arms up. All right. Here we go. The last letter, one of my favorites to do is the S. Everybody, San Diego, Padres, we got an S. And so what we're going to do is, again, go all the way around and we're going to kind of do like half of an eight or a half of like an infinity sign. So let's go ahead and start. You can start the S at the top or the bottom. I'm going to start at the top. So you can start the S at the top. We're going to go all the way around, come across the middle, all the way down across the bottom, and then let's bring it back. This is like a golf swing, right? Like golf, coming all the way up right here into the middle, and then going all the way up as high as we can up and relax. Nice job. Nice job, everybody. Padres, go Padres. Okay, let's go ahead. Watch this. A minivan full of kids going to show up right when I start to do something. All right, so let's go. Let's go check out this park, everybody. Let's go see. Let's go see what we can see. Now, this is a little kid park. So one of the things when you see over here, you're going to notice is there's not anything for big kids, but that doesn't mean that there's not things that we can do for exercise. And, look, one of the examples is going to be this swing right here, where we're like, this is a baby swing. Like, this is totally a baby swing. This is what Sophia still, she's still swinging in these kind of swings. But what's kind of neat? Let's see if we can set it up. What's kind of neat about swings at the park is that they're set up here on the hooks and they swing in a pendulum. And so just the fact that we have like a pendulum with our swing, we can work on a few different things. And so let me see if I can put the camera right here. I think I can. Everybody, look, this is going to work out. I got a neat little camera thing. It lets me do a lot of different stuff. Let's get it set up. Oh, look at that right there. I think. Yeah, there we go. Awesome. All right. And so even with a swing like this, so some of the things we talk about, like Nick doing the clap and catch and working on his the quickness in his reactions, you can take a swing like this and you can work on having it swing, doing a clap and a catch. So I could do swing, clap, and catch. I could do something where I do a swing, go behind my back and clap it. Now, what's neat about the swing, and I got to fix the phone. What's neat about the swing is that when you swing it from a point, it's not going to come back to that point. So if I hold this right here, if I hold the swing up against my chest and I let it go, oh, look at that. The phone keeps falling down. Let me fix this, everyone, just real quick. I know how to fix it, but it's going to take just a moment. All right, there we go. There we go. All right, it can't fall down now. So sometimes if things are falling down, the best thing to do is just put it where it's trying to fall, and then that's done. It won't fall down anymore. I got to take off my glasses so I can see y'all too. All right, so like Karen's talking about doing the push this swing. So if I hold it here and I let it go, watch, it's not going to come back and hit me. It's going to swing close to me, but it's not going to make it back to that same point that I dropped it from. So that's already something that's kind of neat with a swing. But then again, we can get into our claps. We can start to push it. We can do something like a squat. We could do our high knees. So you can work in an exercise in between the pushing of the swing. We could also do something to where we might go and like push it from the side. So right now I'm pushing it all forward, but I could turn my body sideways. And now I'm going to get a little bit of a little twisty push. And so again, it's a gentle exercise, but it has me now twisting my body. Maybe I'm using my leg and my pivot foot. You can see there's the swing right there. I don't have to worry about it hitting me. That's the best part about when you're working out with a swing. is I really don't have to worry about it hitting me because it's not really going to swing back up if as long as I'm in this proper position. You can see this is as far as the swing can go, and there's no way that it can get me. And so if I am here, I can push it, I could turn sides, and I could be moving side to side like this where I'm going back and forth. And now let me share with everybody one of the things that I do when I take Sophia and I'm pushing her in the swing is I do squats and I do lunges. And so let's do it. Let's do a squat and or a lunge. And if you're in a seated position, I want you to think about you're going to do a push and then we're going to do like a double elbow lift. And if you want to even try to bring your elbows up and kind of like tap your forearms together, you could do that one if you can, or bring those elbows up high. I'm going to push it and then just do a squat and then come right back up and catch it. Let's go for 10. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. So we go down and there's one squat down. Can I get 2 squats? Oh, there's 2 squats. Can I get 3? 1, 2. No, I can get 2 in though. So now I'm going to make that my challenge is to get 2 squats in. 1, 2, and still be able to catch it. 1, 2. So see, I've already made this into a game. 1, 2, just by giving myself that challenge. 1, 2. Oh, and trying to get that second squat in. I'll tell you what, it's something that my body doesn't really want to do. And so I know it's good for me. I know this is going to help me out. Oh, there we go. I caught that one as it was falling down. Let's get 2 more of these in. 1, 2, catch. 1, 2. Oh, I missed it. Did you see that? I missed it. Again, swings can be a lot of fun using that pendulum effect. Let me get my phone. I had my phone down in the swing. Swings can be a lot of fun using that swinging, using that pendulum effect. And that's something that, again, I really like to do when I'm swinging with Sophia. Or, again, just as a workout. You can do that. It's going to get your heart rate going. It's going to make you feel good. And again, it's a great exercise. All right, check this out. What are these things over here? What is this? What is going on here with this little spring guy? So with these little spring guys, these guys are kind of neat. And something you can do with these little springs, and you might want to have somebody help you on it, but can you imagine even just putting your foot kind of on top and then just kind of moving it around? So here I can try to hold it steady. I just used my leg. Okay. I'll do a water break after I do this little spring guy. But with these little spring guys, something you can do again is just putting your foot on top of it and then just kind of moving it around and just kind of wiggling it around, moving it forwards, moving it backwards, moving it all around. And this is going to give me a workout in my hip. It's going to get me moving around in my ankle and in my knee. And then watch, if I want to stop it, I can push down using pressure from my foot. I can push down on it and I can stop it. So even something like those I mean, those are for little kids. But then if you think about a workout, you can get a really good workout with them because you can, again, get those springs moving, kind of get your legs moving along. And the next thing you know, again, when you try to stop it, you're going to have to switch it up and apply pressure. So I'm looking at, it looks like some kids might have just shown up. So we're going to come back over here to this spot. And if it is some kids, we'll let them play. And if it's not some kids, maybe we can go back over. I don't know. I don't know what we can do. Let's go ahead. I'm going to get the camera set up again. So excuse the movements with it, but it'll just take a second. And yeah, there we go. That's kind of neat. This is a neat camera setup. Yeah, I could fall over. I don't even know. But yeah, this is a neat little camera setup. I use there's a light that comes with it. And I don't use that as a light, but I am using it as like a stabilizer, so just like for us, if we were standing on one leg, that could be difficult. But if we had a second leg or if we had something to help us to stabilize, then that's no problem. And that's exactly what I got here from the light. So again, let's have that water Karen was talking about. All right, everybody. And you know what we could do is maybe we can go over here to this other little bench. Well, we could stay here. This is a nice spot. All right, so let's go ahead. We were doing that the push with the swing, but let's go ahead and keep kind of our upper body going. Let's do maybe a type of kind of sequence of exercise. So let's do a push exercise, and then let's do a pull. So we'll do a push and a pull. And let's get a couple of those going with just a regular old push and pull. So reaching out with our arms, reaching back with our elbows. Nice job. Pushing and pulling, going forward and back. Let's go for about 10 more of these. Nice. Bringing the elbows back, bringing them forward, back, forward, back. Again. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, now if you can, let's go for the overhead reach of that. So we're going to go down, trying to bring our elbows down to our sides. So on the last one, we were bringing our elbows back. Now we're going to bring our elbows down and then go up. And if you can, you could even put your hands together at the top. So we got down and up. 1. We're going to go to 10. 2. Down and up. 3. Down and up. 4. Down and up. 5. Down and up. 6. Down and up. 7. Down and up. 8. Good job, everybody. I know you're feeling it. I'm feeling it. Let's get that one more. 4, 10. All right. So again, where you're feeling a lot of that is going to be that trapezius muscle, those deltoids muscles, maybe even muscles, again, up in your upper back, like your rhomboids in the middle of your back. And that's great. That's what we want. Next one, let's go ahead and do an armpit squeeze, do an elbow lift, another armpit squeeze, and then an arm lift. So let's try out that kind of sequence again. Sequences are kind of fun. You can get into the groove with them. And again, just like when Byron the other, who remembers when Byron was doing that workout and he was starting to get into the rhythm and the flow, you could almost feel the music. It was wonderful. So here we go. So let's go ahead and squeeze, chicken wing. So the elbow lift, squeeze, arm lift, squeeze, elbow, squeeze, arms, squeeze, elbow, squeeze, arms. Let's go for this. Here we go. Squeeze, elbow, squeeze, arms. You can even squeeze your core. Squeeze. Oh, look, elbows. I went to the arms. Squeeze, arms, squeeze, elbows, squeeze, arms, squeeze, elbows, squeeze, arms. Let's go 2 more. Squeeze, elbows, squeeze, arms, squeeze, elbows, squeeze, and arms. Nice job. Again, everybody, remember when we're squeezing those armpits and we're activating muscles in there, we're working on some of the muscles that are most important. They're all about keeping things close to our body, keeping us strong, having the ability to hold and carry things. It's very important to humans that we're able to the best of our ability, to be able to like hold objects maybe close to our body, and to be able to take those objects and start to move them away from our body to where our shoulders are going to be able to support that weight. A lot of people think about the shoulders and they just think of this. They think of where I'm touching right here. And they don't even know what it's called. They know it's called shoulders. But what we want to do is we want to think about our shoulders as a team, where we have the deltoid muscle group, the trapezius muscle group. We have our rhomboids. We have our rotator cuff muscle groups that are going to kind of help to create our armpit and structures here that connect into our chest. And so when we understand how all of this team can work together, we can train them and we can improve them, and we can go on to do lots of great stuff, just like the Team USA teams did. Remember that basketball team? What an incredible performance.
Time back 11:30.
Thank you, Karen. I was absolutely wondering, and I hadn't said anything. I was going to probably let a little more time go by, but I was starting to think like, I wonder what time it is. It's time to get into our core, everybody. Let's do it. So let's get into all core, and let's go ahead and work on. I'm trying to think of something to put together, but I also want to do a classic. So let's go with the classic. Let's do the 4-point core reach and all our classic moves. So again, we're going to go with teacup overhead. We're going to go with the twist reach across our body, the coffee pot over to the side, and then a ground touch. And then here, this can be cool. And then let's do a witch's pot, and then another witch's pot, and then we'll switch sides. So now we'll go again. Teacup, twist reach, coffee pot, ground touch, stir it up 1, stir it up 2, and switch inside. Teacup, twist reach, coffee pot, ground touch. This time I went to the middle. Stir it up 1, stir it up 2, switching outside. Teacup, nice. Twist reach, coffee pot, ground touch, stirring up 1, stirring up 2. Let's go 2 more times. Teapot, twist reach, coffee pot, and ground touch. Stir it up 1, stir it up 2. Last one. Here we go. Teacup, twist reach, coffee pot, and ground touch. Stir it up 1 and stir it up 2. Nice. All right. Everybody, when I got here, there was a guy working out on the benches and he was doing some good stuff. And I'm going to do a few of the moves that he was doing because they're really good moves. And I want to kind of show off, again, a lot of the different exercises and things you can do here with the park bench. And he was doing some pretty simple stuff. But let's see if we can set up the camera in a way to where, yeah, we'll be able to work this out. So we're going to put the camera kind of right here on the edge of the table. And there we go. Probably right there. Oh, it wants to fall over. So I'm going to use that little stabilizer leg. It still wants to fall over. And ooh, there we go. Now it doesn't want to fall over. All right, nice. Okay, so I'm here. I'm at the edge of the table, everybody. And you can see I've gone into kind of that leaning position. If I was going to stand up, I'd have to be kind of right about here. But to get in nice and close, I can get in here. And again, I am in a really good spot. So it was neat. And this was what the guy was doing when I came up. And I was like, that's a cool move. So he was doing a push-up. And then he was stepping up with his leg. And he was doing a leg stretch. And then stepping up with his other leg, doing a leg stretch. And then going back down into a push-up. So what I want us to think about doing, and you might be able to do this too, where you could do a press and you could do a knee pull. You could pull your knee in just like we do with Coach Emily. You could do a knee pull, or like Nick, you could do a press and you could do a high knee and a high knee. So let's try this out. Let's go for 10 of these. This is a good thing to do 10 of. And again, if you're at a picnic table, you might be able to do something like this to where you're kind of working on your push-up. But then with your push-up, you got to come off the table. So you got to push up all the way to where you're standing. Step up, lean, go down, step up, lean, going back down. And yeah, Evan, there you go, Evan. Evan's in the house. Stepping and leaning. Stepping and leaning. Back down. And so that's what's kind of neat also about this move is that we get a little plyometrics in here where we're kind of coming down at this thing. And once we get to a point, we're committed. And our body is going to fall forward. We can't stop it. And you'll see me here again. I'll try to kind of show that line to where I'm here. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Here I go. And you can see how you can do that. You can train yourself. It's even easier when you're looking at what you're doing or you're getting prepared for it, because then I can come down onto that table, push myself up, step and stretch, step and stretch. And now if I wanted to, I could get a little closer. And this would make it to where, again, I don't have to fall as far. And I can also stick out my hips. Do you see that where I stuck out my hips? I kind of brought my hips back and put my arms out. So this way here, look, I'm not having to go as far. And so there are ways you can do this to where you don't have to do as a committing of a drop onto this. And you could do it to where there's really no drop at all, where you're just kind of leaning, leaning into it. But doing push moves on your countertops, on your picnic tables, it's a great idea. It really is. It's going to get all these muscles that we just warmed up. It's going to get them working in a way they were designed, which is pushing that body weight. Here we go. Last one. Pushing up. Step and step. And now if you didn't feel comfortable leaning in with your steps, that's okay too. You could just even step your foot up and try to tap your foot on the bench. So this is going up to the bench that I'm sitting on. And if I wanted to try, I could try to bring my foot up to all the way up to even table height. So I could work on that. And what we're talking about there is the same thing we were talking about when we have our camera, where we're trying to get our camera to stabilize. We're using a little leg that's extending off of here. And so you don't always have to be in your most perfect, stable position to actually have that stability. You might be able to get yourself into a position that's a little bit unstable, but then whether you have maybe the touch on the wall or you're holding on to like a walker handle with one hand, there could be a lot of options to where you can stabilize your body still and do some challenging moves. It could be like, again, lifting up that leg, trying to lift up that knee, then maybe trying to even place it onto something. That's a technical move. And so it's not just about the lifting muscles, it's also about those accuracy muscles where you're bringing your foot down onto the bench. Now, what's cool out here at the park is there's a lot of places where you can practice stuff like that. You can hold onto a tree. There's curved kind of like wooden, you can see it right here, like wooden blocks where you can practice doing like the step ups, practice on different heights and things like that. So when I work out with my friends at the park, we always do a little bit of curb work. If they're able to step up and do that, that's something that we always do. And because again, you have all the different levels, and that's what makes it really interesting, because we want to train our body to be able to move up and down a pretty good a distance, 12 inches, maybe even higher if we're able to. If we're ambulatory, if we're moving around on our feet, we want to try to be able to lift our foot. I would say, at least maybe 12. There's probably an official height that's recommended. We could look into that on the fitness social. But remember, the world is going to be full of areas that are not ramp always accessible. And so we still want to be able to access those. And sometimes if we can, by learning those techniques of having that high step and the balance that comes along with it, we can get there. Let's have a sip of water. Let's do one more with me over here. And then let's bring up a team leader. And let's see, I'm trying to think of something either for the whole body or maybe just for my lower body. Uh-oh, there goes the top. The good thing is the top fell.
But
Top
you
top
want to
down.
go first?
All right, we're getting our team leader figured out that scenario. Excellent on my cap drop. It fell in such a great way. All right, everybody, the next one that I'm gonna do here, and then we can have Byron come up or Nick. In this one, we're gonna use our legs, but we're also going to use our hands. And this is going to be one, I think Alicia, if she was on here, she'd be like, oh, that's cool. I know Nick's going to like it too. But this is going to be unique to this scenario where we have a table here and we have a table here. So there's two picnic tables. What I want to do is I'm going to lean onto this table here, and I'm actually going to pick my foot up and try to tap the table behind me, or I'm tapping the bench. And you should be able to see that. There's my foot right there coming in and out. And so what this is going to have me do is work with some gravity. Here I gotta keep myself on the gravity. I'm going to go to 3 points, and then I'm going to bring that foot up and do like a backwards kick. So I'm going to be moving my foot behind me. And you could do this on a countertop or something too, where you're holding on and you're kind of kicking backwards. That's also going to have you at your hip kind of hinging a little bit as well. So let's do this. Let's do 10 of these. So we'll do 5 and 5. I'm going to put 2 hands on the table right here. Let me try to get a little closer. There we go. If I get right here, look, it's nice and bright. And then we're just going to pick up our foot and I'm going to reach up. I'm going to try to tap the table all the way up here. So there's 1, nice, 2, 3 with the backwards kick, 4. I want to try to keep my head kind of looking down at the ground. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. I can feel that in my hamstrings. I can feel that in my core because, again, I was in that downward position. When I lifted my leg up, my core muscles started to really fire up to keep me strong like a plank. And then as I reached out with my foot again, that's my hamstring helping to reach out with my leg and lift that leg with my glutes to lift that leg up and get it up on the table there. So again, it's a different kind of way of thinking about a picnic table, but you can do it. You can apply that pressure with your muscles. You can keep your body strong. And again, I think it's a lot of fun when you're here in the park, getting in a workout. And then also you get to just kind of enjoy what the park has to offer you. Maybe it's trees. In this case, there's a lagoon. Like I get to look over there at a lagoon, which is so great. You know, has anybody been to any of the lagoons that are up and down the coast here? There's so many neat ones from Imperial Beach all the way up the coast. All right, so we got Byron coming up next. Is that Byron and Nick are coming up into leadership mode? Let's have some water, everybody. Right.
Hold on, are you going to play by play on
Yeah.
Nick?
I can do the play by play, and then Nick can do a workout alongside. Yeah, we can put
Okay, they are both up.
awesome. All right, so we got the boys in the spotlight here. Let's get ready. Byron's starting off. He's got his shirt. I love that. Choose happy. That's an awesome thing to say on your shirt right there, Byron. That's great. Byron's starting off with the sandbag, moving it around his body, and he's going behind his back today. He's starting off with some behind the back moves, and you can see it. Byron's starting to, he's starting off with a slow start, but he's going to be getting in the groove of it, and that's what you want to do. You know, a lot of music starts off that way too. You know, a couple instruments, maybe 1 or 2, and then you add in some more instruments and you add in some moves, and the next thing you know, you're getting in the groove. Nice job, Byron. He's moving side to side. He's kind of playing around with the space that he has, and that's great. If you have a lot of, no, I didn't. I just made it so where I can see Byron. Um, yeah, we might be able to put Nick back up too, and not have it remove Byron from my view. So I can only see one at a time. There he goes around the back, going left hand, right hand, keeping it moving. There we go, around the back again. So we love that around the back move, everybody. That's great for those shoulders, great for your hands and your wrist. Excellent job, Byron. Reaching out, moving it around off the ground. That's when that's the hot potato. That's when where you pop it up in the air and you're actually kind of catching it in the air. It's like it's a hot potato. He's got the arm swing going and he's doing the sweeper. It's like you're sweeping off the ground in front of you with the sandbag. You're kind of rocking it back and forth like it's on a swing, just like I was with the swing a minute ago. Nice job. There we go. Byron's going for some between the knees, some figure 8 moves. You can tell it's figure 8 by the way the shoulders are going. You can see what he's got going on there. And again, he's back up, standing up nice and tall. There we go. There it is. Nice. There's a good move right there. Using those muscles in his lower back. That's going to bring his body up straight, everybody. And then Byron's getting in the driver's seat. And you can see it right here. He's behind the wheel, taking the corners, taking the turns, Formula One car driving. Again, taking off that steering wheel, put it behind his back, put it on. That's how good a driver he is. He can pop off the wheel right there in the middle of the race, put it behind his back and say, I got it. I'm back in it. Hot potato off the ground, right hand, left hand. All right, looks like he's going up for the Pirates parrot. I saw it coming, actually. I could feel that one coming. Remember, everybody, this is a balancing exercise where you're going to stabilize your body. You're going to balance your body and the object. So the object is just resting on his shoulder and he's remaining still. And you might not think that remaining still is an exercise, but I'll tell you what, when it's intentional, when it's your decision to remain still, and especially in the case of here where you're balancing something, this absolutely is an exercise. This is Byron's decision to have his body be so still that the bag doesn't fall. And that's I think it's something that is terrific. We don't see this in the gym because nobody could, they don't even have the sandbags in the gym, but nobody would think about that being like, you know what if I could be as still as possible? And I'm trying to think in the gym what exercise you have. The plank. You do have people doing planks, and that's being still. So that's another good example where Byron's got the head balance. You got people, they do the planks and they do hip bridges. But look at this, right hand, left hand, back and forth, really moving and grooving here, doing the patty cake. I got a helicopter. Byron, do a helicopter move. Get like a helicopter going overhead, like swinging it around overhead. There you go. Nice, nice, proper. All right, helicopter's gone. Good job, Byron. That was on the spot, everybody. Byron just came up with that. Excellent job. Helicopter flew over my head. There he goes. He's gonna bowl it away, roll it away. I bet Byron is a terrific bowler. Byron, I'd love to bowl with you one day. I'd love to have a whole group of friends here in San Diego. We all rent a bowling alley and just take it over and just have fun. All right, Byron's got the exercise bar. It's behind his back. My battery's at 15%. All right, nice, Byron. Here we go. That's good that it's 11:47 because my battery's at 15%. And so up and down. It's weird. Sometimes I get more juice out of that same amount. Byron's dropping down again. He's going for the back stretch. He's doing they call this one sometimes the good morning. And you got the bar sometimes on your shoulders, on your upper back. In this situation, Byron's got it on his lower back, helping provide him some stability from the bar. It looks like Byron's going into the baton spin. You could see it. We do. We need a TruFit bowling. Absolutely right. We need a bowling team and we need a baseball team. We need a baseball team. I think that'd be awesome. There you go, spinning it around, Byron, making the move. There you go. Excellent. Again, tap on the ground, spinning it around. Tap, maybe a basketball team too. Going into the inchworm. We could have a whole exercise. Well, we have an exercise team, but we could have like a sports team also. Byron's going inchworm. Nice job. Oh, we want somebody. We're looking for somebody for the breathing motto, everybody. Good job, Sam. She's putting it out there. If you want to do the breathing motto, let them know in the chat room. Karen and Samantha, they are co-hosts, and you could do the breathing motto. There we go. Byron's going into baton spin mode, full baton spin, keeping it moving. Excellent groove. He's got the rhythm, everybody. I love it when he has the rhythm. And it looks like he might be doing the ground tap. He might be just tapping it on the ground. He hasn't put it down yet. Nice job. Ooh, maybe. That's a good idea, Karen. Nice. So he's doing the ground tap, everybody. And this is an excellent exercise. This is where you're using that resistance bar and you're reaching out and tapping the ground in front of you. Now he's going into the low squat where he has the bar across his knees, across his leg. He's in the low squat position and he pops himself back up. So he's using the muscle. He sticks out his butt and he lets his body just lower down. There you go. You can see him lowering down. He's using that bar to kind of help him out. And you can do that too. That's okay. There you go, Byron. Nice job. You'll find that you're able to do squats. And we've seen Byron do squats where he doesn't have the bar and he's just lowering down and even doing head balancing squats. I've seen that too. Oh, but Byron's not done yet, everybody. Look at that. He is going all the way into the full stretch to the side, stretching over, going to the right side. He's got the resistance bar stretch, the baton twist stretch. You can call this a lot of things, but it's a great move. And now he's going into the water for the kayak row. I like it. He's got the ceiling fan off. You guys remember the other day? Who was it that bumped their ceiling fan? Remember that? There you go, Byron. Keep it going. Byron's doing the kayak row. I've bumped my ceiling fan working out too. Here we go. Kayak row. Byron, backwards kayak. Here we go. I love the backwards kayak. It's very thoughtful. They're both thoughtful. You got to really be in control on that. Byron's putting the stick on the ground. It looks like he might be wrapping it up. He is. Staff Sergeant Byron, excellent job. What a terrific workout from Byron, everybody. Let's give him a round of applause. That was terrific stuff. And again, super happy. Good call, water break. Super happy to have Byron sharing with us his creativity, everybody. I mean, some of those exercise moves, they are just incredible. Remember, me and Byron, we don't talk about this before the workout. He gets to come up with all his own stuff. And I can't. Actually, I don't have the ability to put up backgrounds on here because I'm not on my computer. But I could help somebody, or we could do it as a team if we needed to.
I
Uh,
was thinking I can help her with the words like breathing the
who,
good
who's gonna do it?
learning.
I think she knows it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. I'm pretty sure she. I bet she's shaking her head right now. I'm pretty sure she knows it. Let's get a time check, everybody. Let's have a little sip of water. Again, great job to Byron. We might have time for break.
Always laughing video.
Okay, let's bring up maybe Nick or Carla if one of them wanted to join in and do a leadership. If not, I can also do something here at the park. If anybody wants to see anything more at the park, the little kid did leave, and
Okay, Carla wonder.
okay, let's have Carla come up and give us some leadership here. And everybody also tonight, I know you might be knowing about it, but if you don't know, the fitness social is something we do on Friday nights at 6 p.m. And
Hi,
Carla,
everybody.
are you gonna join us tonight on fitness social?
Yes, tonight we're gonna do the learn our colors in Spanish and English.
We're gonna do colors in Spanish and English,
Yeah.
and then also, is there sign language for colors, or
Yes.
do you spell them? Do you spell out the color, or is there like a sign for red?
You sign for red and then you sign for colors.
Okay, I can't wait. I can't wait. All right, Carla's got the medicine ball. How heavy is that medicine ball?
That's 8 pound.
Ooh, well, it's gonna feel light compared to the other one you had the other day, right?
Oh yeah, it was the 12th one.
I know.
It's because my nephew gave me this one. She's like, yeah, keep it. You can keep that.
Does that one feel a little bit lighter and easier to use?
Yeah.
That's what happens when
Hurry
you use
up
the
with
head.
the push.
Good
1,
job.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20. And then we're going to do the other 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 18. We're going to go overhead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And now we can just isolate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Wow, great job.
And then today, the Buccaneers play today.
The who? The Buccaneers. Everybody, did you hear that? It sounds like she said that there's football. Are you talking about football? Oh my gosh, everybody. I did not know the football was starting up. We could talk about that tonight on Fitness Social too. I did not know that. And it seems like just yesterday they were playing in the Super Bowl. I almost called it the World Series. I don't watch a lot of sports anymore, but I used to. And sports are good. Everybody, great job to our leadership. Byron doing an excellent job. Nick was up there following along. Carla with the medicine ball. I really like how Carla showed us. It sounds like it did, Sam. It sounds like maybe preseason because Tampa Bay is playing, and yeah, I don't know. And so again, great job to our leadership. Carla's showing that again, using that 12-pound. Remember when Carla was using that 12-pound ball? Some of those exercises, they were very tough. They were like obviously tough. Like, wow, that's tough. And today with the 8-pound ball, she was able to do them and she had a lot more confidence, you know, and she also did the moves really, really well. So I think it's kind of cool when you use a heavier weight and then you go back and you use a weight that's a little bit lighter. When you do that, your mind is going to start to associate again those weights and the difficulties, and it's going to give you start to build that confidence that hey, I can do this one that used to be heavy. That 8-pound ball used to be heavy, and now the 12-pound ball is heavy. And if Carla got a 15-pound ball, she could do a few exercises with the 15, not as many as they, but she could do a few. Then she could use the 12-pound ball and do maybe a few more, and then use the 8-pound ball and even do even more. And what you'll find is that you'll start to get stronger and stronger and be able to even then do things with the 12-pound, just like it was an 8-pound ball. And again, that kind of progression, our body likes that stuff. Our body will adapt to that, and our body will it'll understand what you're trying to do, and it will work with you. But you have to find that heavy weight. You have to find that challenge, just like I did with the swing, with the 2 squats. I found the challenge, I made it fun, and I got those squats in. That was 20 squats. That was great. Everybody, let's get ready. We have the breathing motto coming up, and I think Lorraine's going to be closing it out for it. Yep, here she is. She's getting unmuted. She always does a terrific breathing motto. Everybody, let's take a practice breath and just kind of relax body, relax our mind, and just again, feeling if you're outside, the breeze. Go ahead, Lorraine, take it away.
Okay, breathe in the good. Breathe out the bad. Breathe in the happy. Breathe out the sad. Breathe in your best. Breathe out the worst. Breathe in your power. So you reach your goals first.
Wow, Lorraine, that was terrific. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Lorraine, for sharing that with us. Everybody, I hope to see you tonight on the Fitness Social at 6 p.m. We will be there. And again, thank you so much to Karen and Samantha helping us out as go. Oh, look, there it is from Carla, too. Thanks, Karen and Samantha. Everybody, have a wonderful rest of your Friday. Have a great weekend. I hope to see you tonight. If not, I'll see you on Monday. Here we go in 5, 4, 3,